Is this about the story? Or about the air conditioning? Oh, okay. Now, yes.
David Copperfield in this story, David Copperfield who is a magician is the same people or not?
And David Copperfield who what?
Who is a magician?
Magician. He said
Oh
magician.
no, that's I don't know who that person is, but I know there's somebody that's well known in the world named David Copperfield. No, because this goes back to the 1800s. There's a David Copperfield. I've just seen it online when I looked up. I don't know who he is, but no relation at all. This David Copperfield is a man that the author Charles Dickens made up.
It's no story.
It's made up, but Charles Dickens wrote many books. He's one of the most well-read writers in the English language. But it's known that this one story, David Copperfield, is most like the life of Charles Dickens. But it's still made up. But he wrote many books. But because many things that happened in the life of Charles Dickens, he put into the life of David Copperfield. For example, David's father was like Mr. Micawber. He was always broke. He always borrowed money. He ended up in debtor's prison. David, when he was only 10 years old, had to work in that place cleaning out bottles. While his father and mother and sisters and brother were in debtor's prison, David was out trying to earn a few dollars. He had a very hard childhood, but all poor children had very hard childhoods in those days. So what we're going to do now is plot is a very good word to know. Plot is all of the events in the story.
The story they plan.
Yeah, it's really the whole story.
Yeah.
If you went to see a movie and I said, please tell me the plot, I would mean, please tell me the whole story from beginning to end. So we're going to briefly review the plot now. David is born, at the time an only child, in London. His father has died 6 months before he's born. He lives with his mother and Miss Peggotty. Miss Peggotty is the kind of servant, but she's really Mrs. Copperfield's best friend too. So David grows up with his mother, and this lady who's more like today we say nanny, a woman who takes care of a child. And he's very happy until a big thing happens. His life changes because what does his mother do? Prof. Frank, what does David's mother do that changes his life? He's been very happy with his mother and Peggotty, and then his mother does what?